been a weird 24 hours. I lost my voice and I just been on some weird vibes today. The whole day has just been kind of off. But I was sitting here because I'm sitting here thinking because I didn't get broken up with, but basically, long story short, some situations I've been in have ended, right? And it just has me contemplating a lot of things. A lot of things. And what I'm about to say seems unrelated, but whatever the situation I'm going through right now sparked this thought. So in my head, there's some kind of weird math happening where the two are connected. And I was just sitting here thinking about how right now I just turned 27 in September, right? And I feel like for the first time, I'm really learning what it means to be myself and how to be myself. And in some ways, that is very intuitive. Being yourself comes naturally when it pertains to some things. But in other ways, mostly when it comes to how I relate to people outside of myself, I'm unlearning patterns that I've found myself in. And I think a lot of that maybe stems from a degree of people pleasing that I was ingrained with. I'm not sure where it came from. Where it came from really doesn't matter. But what matters is that it leaves me in my relations with other people not always fully being myself. And I want to be myself at all times. But I really only feel like myself when I'm by myself. Right? Like there's no form of watering down or sugarcoating or rosying up, whatever that means. Like there's no form of any of that when I'm by myself. Obviously. But when it comes to my interactions with others, I feel the constant need to appease. And even if it's not appease, it's to make them feel comfortable or to make them feel validated. Even though the same isn't done for me, and I don't expect it to be done for me. But I do that preemptively. And the only thing I can think of is it coming from just a deep need to be liked or to come across as agreeable or nice or non-threatening. And I know a lot of, Black people in particular have that experience or are unlearning that as it comes to other races. But I feel that with everyone, to varying degrees based on my relationship with them. But I want to break that. I have to. And I feel like I've come to the realization that there is no work other than self-work. For me, anyway. all of the things that I want, all of the things that I already know are coming to me in this life, it's just a matter of me getting out of my own way. And for me, that looks like just releasing some old patterns, old thought habits, old beliefs, things that don't serve me. Sometimes I have this deep guilt when it comes to my accessibility, because a lot of the times I feel the impulse and the desire to share or to be outward, but that is stifled by the fact that I feel an obligation to always respond, or I don't know. All of this makes sense to me, but I'm always so unaware if I make sense when I try to explain myself to others. But I guess this isn't about trying to explain to others. This is just me kind of talking through what I'm thinking. This tea is really good. Like, really good. Now that these people that I was talking to, now that both of those situations are no longer, I found myself doing that thing that I do, doing the thing I've done in the past of like it ending and then me like trying to like, like wait, holding on, saying anything that I could, one last stitch effort to like make it work. And right before I sent it, I deleted it all. That felt good to do. Even though it's hard, and even though I love this person and I want, I have the desire for them in my life, like, it would feel like a form of self-betrayal to do all of that. Because I don't even know if 100% everything I was typing I even meant. I mean the sentiment of it, but like the specifics, I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. I have to allow myself to be myself fully at all times. And if that's messy sometimes, if that's whatever that looks like, I have to just be that and allow outside forces to react how they will react and not try to control that. There is no control, though. That's the other thing. Control is literally an illusion. And it's maddening, right? To feel out of control. It's only because we only thought we had control of things outside of us. The only thing I can control is myself. That is all. Everything else that I thought I had control of, an illusion. slightly related but unrelated, seemingly unrelated. Why do we seek so fervently to be understood by others as people? Like, we really do that, because I do that, but everybody does that. That's like such a human thing. You want people to understand. You don't want to be misunderstood. Nina Simone had a whole song about it. Oh Lord, please don't let me be misunderstood. And I watch interviews of her, and you feel that in her. Like this deep desire to be understood, to be gotten. I think I would rather just be and get myself. And then if that resonates with people and brings them into whatever fucking orbit I'm in, then cool. But self-understanding, self-acceptance, self-love, that has to be the only goal, the true goal. You know? The more I live and the more I experience, the more it's solidified to me that there's no right or wrong way to do any of this. To do life, to be human. It's just trial and error. I really wonder if one day I will truly ever come to a place where I don't give a fuck. Like, the concepts that I be mulling over in my brain constantly, I'm like, is there a day that one day it will just click and I will fully walk in that and not have to, like, you know, process it so much? I hope. It can be pretty exhausting. Well, this might be a lot of rambling and long pauses, but I said I was going to start posting to YouTube more, just like random shit, because, you know, nobody even looks at the videos anyway, so it doesn't matter. But if somehow this finds you, and if it does find you, it was meant to, then maybe we on the same page. We on the same wave. Whatever Truman says at the end of Truman Show. Good afternoon and good night. I can't remember. But good night.